Here we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. We are going to be doing a live video chat show for adults, arts and crafts for adults, because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we like to interact with the chat room as we go along. So, with that being said, let me get me up my chat room up here. Let's get the chat room. Let's get rid of that one. I don't know how to get rid of that one. And we're going to try to get into this room. It's not going to let me get in. I was in chat. I was in the YouTube, and I was listening to one of my other movies. So here we go. Look who's in the room. Hello, Janet and April and Brenda and Sharon and and everybody. Good to see you all. Good. Now I know that sometimes this the black light stuff doesn't do, you don't like it. I know that there's a couple of people that do not care for the black lights. It gives them headaches, or it doesn't do well, and I totally understand. So I'm only going to do it for an hour, and then I'll switch off the lights. But right now we've got the craft lights on, because, or the black light and the UV lights on, because um, we're going to do some black light projects. So I'm trying to do some pouring, and if you ever watched pouring on TV, um, you can. There's lots of ways to do stuff, okay? And I don't have it set up to where I can do the professional pouring, but I did think that maybe, just maybe, I might be able to do a pouring for us. And as soon as I find uh, my 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 board. I got a board here. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I'll get it here in a second. I got a white board that I'm going to be using on. So, hi Esther. Hi. Come on in. Hi Vanessa. Hello, hello. Come on in. So, anyway, I was playing with my paints, and these are the three brightest ones that I have in the group. And I've been pouring in some. It says to pour in a medium, so I'm assuming a medium is a type of glue. Okay, and I think you can use any kind of glue. I just so happen to have some basics medium fluid. They call it matte fluid medium, and I think it's just a type of glue. To be honest with you, um, and it's probably more expensive than, like say Elmer's, but I think you can do this with Elmer's, and I have done this before. I have done this, and I might just take, while everybody's coming in, I might just take a minute and go over here and get the ones that I have made in the past, and I've got everything sort of cleaned up over here, so I can get into some things. Let's see if I can find my boards. I've got a couple of boards in my possession that where I've done things, and over the past 5 years, things accumulate, and you don't want to throw anything away, but you can't keep everything. So you pick one or two things to keep. Here they are. Just have to get them out, and you just pick and choose your battles. Now, these are not black light by any means, but they might fluoresce. But I did this, and I did this at the same time. And then I did these. This is also done with paint. This is a metallic paint. And I did it with a chain. That was a technique that we did in here. And then this one was done by a friend, a very good friend. I don't know which way's up. I think it's this way. And but you can use it any way. But aren't they cool? This is a paint pouring technique. And of course, I did the ones in this shade. So tonight, I was going to do it in these shades. So um, I tried to do it on mixed media paper, and it didn't turn out really good. So I took the paint and I made some tags and used the paint for tags. So we're going to use these for tags, which will be for next week's, not tomorrow, but tomorrow we get tomorrow off on the Sunday brunch gang. But there might be somebody that might come on, so you might check it out. I don't know if anybody wants to stream tomorrow at 12 when we usually stream. Kim is taking the last Sunday of the month off so that she can have a family day. So it's kind of our day off, the last Sunday of the month. But then the next week we're going to be doing tags. So I'm getting ready for tags, and this was a practice paper that I did, and I might end up just cutting this up into a tag too. It's fluorescing really really nice for me, but I can't figure out if you're actually seeing it fluoresce or not. But it's trying. It's trying. So anyway, I did those, and I did a couple of these, and they weren't. I poured the paint on, but I didn't get any very much cells. The cells are something that are uh, desired or not, and some people can do them, and they have different recipes and stuff. So anyway, I've got a board I'm going to get out. These were just drying over here, but I think I can lightly stack them up if I put a little something in between them. I might. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm just going to lay that there and lay these tags down to dry, and then I can move them over a little bit. But because I want to get on the bottom over here to get my board out. I've got a board, a painting board. It's not a canvas. It's a canvas board. I guess you could call it a canvas board. And it's over here. And we are going to be doing some of this tonight. We're going to try to do some doodles and some zentangles. I've also got Happy Mail today that I found in the car. Oops. I told the two girls that I had gotten their Happy Mail, but it stayed in the car, and I just found them yesterday. So we do have some Happy Mail to open up. A little belated Valentine's from Sharon R. And she sent me this little wood thing, and she said her husband fixed it for her. And and she sent me a paintbrush to go with it. It says, "Don't brush me off. I'm crazy about you, Valentine." It's kind of like an old-fashioned Valentine decoupage on there. And she sent me a paintbrush to go with it. And then and I was looking for this. She sent me the index card for the uh, the the Rolodex, and I knew I received one of these, but I couldn't figure out where it was. And so this is going to go in the Rolodex tonight, and I'm going to do another Rolodex card, decorate one. And then she sent me this, and she said it comes from uh, Technique Junkies. Technique Junkies. It's a stamp. And I thought that was really, really cute. She made it into a sticker, and it says, "What goes on, happens in the craft room, stays in the craft room." Then she sent me a rooster, so this will go into the um, the rooster book, and it's a free digital from February the 25th for children book. for a children's book. So I'm not real sure, but anyway, we'll put it in the chicken book. And then she sent me a free ticket to the circus. Woohoo! So this will go in my hunt book whenever I find the hunt book. I can't find it. I've been looking for it. So here's the board I'm getting to that I'm going to be doing the paint pour on. So that was one of the Happy Meals. And I'm just going to put this over to the side for now. And I'm going to open this up and we're going to use this board. And there's all kinds of videos on paint pouring. There's all kinds of techniques. There's all kinds of styles. And I've seen quite a few, and I'm just going to do it my way. I'm not going to do it by anybody's way. And I'm not going to pick and choose who I'm doing it with. I'm just going to be doing it. So hi, Lynn. Hi, Art Junkie. Hi, Shannon. So anyway, this is a white canvas board. Believe it or not, it's white. And I'm going to pour the paint on. And I'm thinking of maybe even putting something that fluoresces down. Let's see if I want to cover it in white. I'm looking to see if anything will fluoresce. No, that don't fluoresce. So sometimes white will fluoresce, but I've got plenty of paints, and I might just put this in the background, paint the board, to paint the board. Or I've got this paint, this one here. I think it fluoresces. These are children's paints that I have gotten over the years ago. They're probably 10 years old as we speak. I kid you not. So let's see if I can get into this. It needs to be juiced up a little bit. Let's see if we can get it stirred up a little bit. But I'm going to paint this on the back. It's thick. That's okay. We can do it thick. So I'm just playing around with some black light stuff, and I'm going to only do it for about an hour. I got my alarm set. So when the timer goes off, I'll switch over to beads, and then I'll do a little bit of beads, and then I'll get into the zentangling, doodling, and I've been having good luck with it. I think it's been having good luck. There's Abby barking again at nothing. Joe's outside. So I know this is taking me a while to do it, but I've been working thinking I was going to be ahead of myself, but I'm not. Not ahead as of yet. And I've got some happy mail from Laura Hollister. So I'll open her envelope after I get this on, because this has got to dry for just a minute, I would think. Abby's barking in the house, and Nora's answering her outside. So, that's pretty interesting. Now she's going to come in here and bark. Abby. So this has a grit, uh, a, a texture to it. So I'm trying to get into the grit of it so nothing shows through the white. No white shows through. Abby, come here. Come here. So we'll be done with this in a second. And I don't really think that the background is going to matter if there's anything showing, streaks or anything. I don't think it matters. I really don't. And if I have to, I can always come back and get the edges. I like to get the edges before I do my project. That makes it look nice. And it's thick. It's old, and it just needs a little bit of water down. So I'm gonna put this down right there and finish painting this corner, and then we'll be ready to pour. I've already spilled it once. Abby, come here. Come here. Abby. She can't hear. She can't see. She's in a pickle. I've been catering to her though. I take good care of her. Okay, so let me put this in some water. And I've got 2 or 3 water things over here. Just push this out of the way. There we go. Make sure I get the paint off of the brush. And I've got to talk to Sharon because I think the brush that she sent me in the mail, I think it's supposed to be a special brush, like an expensive brush. If it is, I'll tell you the name of it. It's a number 2 watercolor Velvet Touch Princeton brush. I think this is an expensive brush, more than my craft brushes. And if that's the case, then I'll have to use it with special care because I don't pay attention to my brushes. I just use them. I just use them. So okay. Let's see here. Candy just stopped in to say hello. And everybody's coming in, saying hi to everybody. I'm going to steal this paint. So anyway, so this is kind of almost dry, I can tell. So I'm going to go ahead and pour. I need to add some more green. What the mixture that I used is I used this thick paint, and I used a little bit of the medium, which is the glue. I used a little bit of glue, and then I used a little bit of water. And that's the concoction that I've made with each one of these. And the consistency, I looked at the consistencies, and I stir it with a skewer. And the green is really soupy, so I'm going to add some more green paint with it because the green was real thick. So I'm going to add some more green paint and make it thicker. And it's all about the consistency from everything that I have seen regarding the paint pours. And I do understand a little bit of they take and they pour them in a cup and they pour the red and then they put a blue and they keep pouring different colors on top of each other in a cup. And then they flop the cup upside down and then they lift it and it's all different colors of paint. And I'm going to pour mine directly onto the canvas, the board that I have here, and we're going to wing it. I tried doing a swipe, and it didn't work out really good on those other papers. So I'm just going to do a pour and let it drip, so to speak. It's going to drip around. I'm going to pick it up and tilt it back and forth. And I'm not going to really let it drip, 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 drip off. I don't want to make too big of a mess, but I will let it drip each layer. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And so I'm going to pour some of this on and see what I can do. And I added a little bit of mineral oil in each one of these and hoping that I would get some cells. And the way I used a straw and then in the mineral oil. They say DW40 is a good oil to use, a silicone oil, a thin oil, and this is not a thin oil. This is a thick oil, but I think it will put cells in it. And then I also have alcohol, and I'm going to spray. If it doesn't work, I'm going to try the spray. Sometimes I've got paper underneath, and I've got this. I'm okay. And they also I've got a spray of alcohol, a little spray of alcohol. If this doesn't work, and then I have a cleaner here. It's surprising. Different cleaners, different oils, and you can use like your mineral spirits or your essential oils that you use in your smell good things pots. So we're going to try the green first, and I'm just going to pour a little bit there. That's what I'm going to do. Playing it by ear, guys. So let's move it around a little bit. I'm just playing. This is just Bethyism right here. It's just Beth being Beth. I see some lumps in there, and it's obviously lumps in the paint, but I do see cells. I see some little dots that I might be able to work with. So I'm liking that. I'm going to put the next color on. I'm just playing it by ear. Here it goes. You can see the little dots in the paint. I'll take a heat gun to it and try to burst the bubbles. I'm just making this up as I go. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. No rhyme or reason. Speed this speed this process up a little bit. See if we can't work it. I don't think that orange is very fluorescent like the green and the pink or the this shade. It's just not real. It's not real fluorescent-y. Real fluorescent-y. Yeah, you've heard that right. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. And you can take your palette knife. I might be able to do something with my palette knife, um, and do some zigzags and just see what it does. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Just for fun. I had visions that this was going to be so cool, but it's not. And that's okay. It's not my favorite piece of work, but it's something that we're doing together. So I'm going to use my heat gun for just a little bit, and I can blow it around a little bit if I want. So we're playing along here. So now this is a little bottle of isopropyl alcohol, and it had something else in it, like a scent of something. There was something else in here. So I'm going to spray it with this and see if this alcohol does anything. And it does leave watermarks. And I don't know if it'll probably run it once I pick it up. I I don't know enough about distressed oxides. You can use any kind of stain on a piece of wood, and you can wipe some of it off, but it's going to stain the wood. And the only thing I know to do is to try on the back side to see if you get the desirable effect that you want. What, any other questions? Brenda did poured canvases and put foam rubber in black to soundproof wall between my daughter and her noisy dorm neighbor. It was fun, but a little bit messy. Alrighty. Dana knows more about oxides than I do. So anyway, this is my creation. I don't know that it's got any. It's got some some spores or circles that they call uh, um, that resist the paint, but I don't know if this is what it's supposed to do. I'm just playing around. And the other thing I'm going to try is some cleaning solution. And this is Meyer's cleaning room freshener, and it's got alcohol in it. So I'm going to see if it'll do any more than what I've done. I feel like there's probably more air bubbles in there than I've gotten out. And I think that the alcohol worked. I've got some cell growth. It's giving some cell growth. The alcohol is working. It is working. And I'm going to try it again with some of this stuff. Yeah, there's cells. They call them cells. And I've heard of detergent working, using detergent before too. And this would be a detergent type product, but it's got alcohol in it. So let's dry it and see if it works. I was going to use some of my homemade alcohol, the 100 proof alcohol, but I couldn't get the lid off the jar. Joe put the jar lid on so tight I can't get it off. So anyway, this is our little play project, and it's really kind of the only thing I was going to do with the paint right now. I do have 20 more minutes. I was going to try to do some marble paper with this. So I'm going to let this dry. It's finished. You just have to let it dry overnight and let it get hard, and it'll dry. But that's my black light. And I think what I'll do is I'll turn the lights off and let you see it in the daylight. As soon as I find my other uh, light switch here. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in the light, in the regular light. So yeah, and then this is what it looks like in the light with the black lights. I got two black lights now, and so it fluoresces in the black light. So this will be a piece that I will probably put up on the over top of my cabinets. I got uh, a whole shelf up there that I sit things up there that I've made. And this could be one that can go up there, or it can go over here on the bookshelf with my other poured pictures. So, but it's going to take a overnight for that to dry. It's thick. And it's not the expensive paint. It's just regular children's paint. These are Crayola fluorescent children's paints. And I've had them for a long time. So I'm just going to let this over and let it dry. Set it in a safe place. And if I could find a box lid, I've been cleaning my room out so much. I would love to find a box lid so I can do some marble paper. And I threw my marble box away. So the only thing I can do is build one. And I think I can build one. Let's build a box. This won't take me but just a minute to let's see, I wanted to cut this off. I just got a mailbox here. Like that. And like that. And then I'm going to need some cardstock paper to put my marbles on. And I got some of that over here somewhere. Maybe. Where's my cardstock? I think this might be thicker paper. So that'll be some of the paper we'll use. Still paint again. That green one's been causing me trouble all day. All night. It's the second time I've spilt him. That's okay. Clean up on aisle 3. We're going to clean up. It's just craft paper. We won't cry about that. So the first thing I want to do is fix my box here. Like this. And I will see if I can't pour. Let's see what I do with my X-Acto knife. I've got 3 or 4 X-Acto knives around here, and I couldn't find any of them a minute ago. Right there. And right there. So we'll take this side off. And we'll glue this down. It's got sticky stuff on it. So we're using the sticky stuff. And we're going to make some marble paper. I got my marbles out already. And this makes a good box. This is a perfect box. This one's going to cut right there. Put that up so I don't hurt myself. So what I've done is these boxes have have a seal. There's a seal strip, and I cut it off here and here and just glued these tabs in to make my box. So this is going to be my marble box. I got my marbles. So we've got 15 minutes to play with my marbles. So I might get another newer baggie. This baggie's a thin one, but you can continue to use them. So you take I like to use a thick paper, like cardstock paper, and you put it in the bottom, and then you're going to pour a little bit of just drops of paint on your page. And it's probably going to just make mud. Let's try 2 colors. And then can you see? Can you see it? I'm trying to get the black light to work. So let's move it around and see. It's like at the roller rink, you know? So I'm thinking a little bit more red or pink. On top. We're just going to do this for a little bit until, and then we're going to do, we'll get the beads out. So there's our marble paper. So you get it out and you have to let it dry. And I've done this many times with regular paint. And this paper wants to coil on me. So let's get another piece of paper. So Dana says I have too many marbles. All right. She just wants me to pick up the wet marbles. I have too many marbles, she says. All right, I picked up 3 handfuls. Jessie is being honest. You lost your marbles along. I've lost them before, but I found them. So I'm going to put some more color down out of these little cups. Use up the rest of these. And I think that's all we'll get out of that. And we can just throw these cups away. I got more. You know, I had a whole sleeve of these, and I kept about 10 of them, and I was going to put the other sleeves, the rest of them, in the rummage. I pulled them back out. Sorry, Dana. I pulled them back out because I've been using them. So how's that? And I can take and put some others on top. Let's see if we can get some more pink. I don't know if it fluoresces, the bottle fluoresces. Let's see if it'll come out. Oh my gosh. It burped. I'll get it. That's all right. We don't want it to burp. It's okay. We're doing good. So here we go. How's that look? And sometimes you can do too much. So I have a tendency to, I want to keep going, but you need to stop. You have to stop. Okay, let me get another piece of paper. See what y'all said. Dana. Oh, Angela's going to have a new grandson. Woohoo! A bouncing baby boy. So here we go. Let's see what we got left on the marbles. So let's try this one. I need a pokey tool. Am I going to be able to get it out? By the drips. This is a good, that would be a great tip for a glue tip. I might have to, it'll be a while before I get that bottle empty, but I might be able to, maybe I can steal the tip. Use it on my glue bottle. Okay, what else do we got? We got some of this. Good night, Janet. Thanks for coming. She's been doing a fairy session in her room, and I've got some fairies over there in my closet just trying to flutter out. Maybe we can get them out this summer. That's bright. Bright as can be. Let's make another one. It's almost 7 o'clock. My alarm's going to go off here in a minute. Made a mess. It's okay. It's got a good lid on it. I just lost one marble. He's all right. I need to get some of this stuff off my desk. I made it wide today, but I added more things as I came out. So, oh well. So, I guess I'll use some more green. Green and this pink is my favorite. Let me shake it up again. But I had, these little projects I wanted to do with the black light, and then we'll quit. I'll quit doing them. Now, this is real thick, so we'll have to let the marbles move it around. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to have to clip because I don't have any more places to put any more paper. I have to put this one on the garbage can. Okay. So, hi Cheryl, Goldie, hi everybody coming in. Welcome. We just got finished doing some marble paper, and I keep my marbles at all times, so I know where my marbles are. I have lost them before, but that happens. So we'll get them back here in the bag. Can you believe I did that without spilling? I did. So these are new marbles. Put them back in the same place that I keep them at all times. They stay right back there. So let me put the paint away and put it away for now. It's 8 minutes till. So that's enough black light tonight. I can continue to work on my my index cards. I can work on those. They're in black light tonight. I got this from, did Sharon come in? Sharon R. She in here yet? She sent me this, and it's cute. I got to put it in my Rolodex. So it goes in. It's a little bit bigger. Oh, man. I didn't know. This one that I have is as big as a business card. So that means I have to trim it down. Oh, no. I can trim it down. I'm going to cut this end off to there. The height, I think, will be okay. I might be able to work with the height. And I'm going to have to cut this off to there to get it to fit. I think I can leave the height, though. So we'll try it. And it'll shut. Yeah, it's all right. I got it in there. So I had to trim the edges a little bit, but everything's on the back, so it's still there. Okay, good. Oh shoot. Stuck my finger in the paint. It's sitting on top of my garbage can. Okay, so we're gonna do these two, and this kind of fluoresces, and I think I can cover this with my index card. So let's put some glue down on it. I could try a glue stick. That might work. Let's try a glue stick. Like that. Like that. And we'll just cut this off. Like that. So there's that. I don't know if I need this anymore. I can put it over here on this card maybe. And I had another little piece of scrap that I might be able to put over here. So is this a sticker or is it just a stamp? I think it's a stamp. It's on something. But I think it would go good on here. I think that's what I'll do. I'm just going to cut it out a little bit more. And we're going to leave it on our put it on our Rolodex. Like that. How about them apples? Perfect. Done. Got one done. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, there's different kind of Rolodex, and I got the little one that has a little lid. I just bought the little one. There were different kinds, and then I've got the box kind, which is like a recipe card size, index card, which is this size, regular size. So I like that very much. Whew, let's take a drink. Oh, your dies would fit mine. They're the smaller, they're size of a business card. And I've been using business cards, um, local business cards, and I've got some in my purse. I'm gonna go get them so I can show you which ones I've gotten this week. I got them last week somewhere. Every time I go, anytime we go out to eat or go somewhere, and they have business cards at the registers. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. I will. Yes, I can turn the black lights off now. Um, but anyway, I get these business cards, and they fit in my Rolodex, and they're from various places. This is from a geek out store that sells toys and collectibles. This is Rover. Rover needed pet care to get your pet groomed, your dog groomed. And this is called Bonar, and it's a studio. It says Lunar Studio. And this one is Mindful Massage. And this one is Alex Airbrush Tans. And this is, oops, time to turn the lights off. This is a Reiki practitioner in the area. And then this one is Tad's Wood Sculptures. Tad's Wood Sculptures. And here is some art for Julie Layton. And she makes art. And this is a piece of art that she's made. And so these are the cards that I'm using. And when I put them in my box, I keep the back side is the pretty side of the card. The front of the card is on the back of these things. So you can see the cards on the back. It's like a double whammy. So it's fun. Just something fun. Now, in my box, I had some threads. Had some little threads down in here that looked good on fluorescent cards. So I was going to use those and decorate with them. So anyway, these go in there too. I don't need them all. I got one out. So these will be to be used in the back. Got that. Now, I think this one's going to be kind of done, and I just have to put the date on the back of it. If I can find my date stamp. And today is the 22nd. Is that right? It is. So we got the dates on those babies. And I'm going to, I found this from Happy Mail the other day. And I think I'm going to try to use it right in the middle. And it's got gold on the strips. So I'm just going to cut the gold. And I'm going to reuse it. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it straight across. It's scalloped, but I probably could have used some decorative scissors. But this will work. So I want this to fit on here pretty even. So I just need to trim a little off of this end and a little off this end and glue this down, and we're just going to use it like that. And then I'll get a credit card and squish it out flat. And now I'm going to put these on. So we'll put these back on here. Come on. Move, move. Move it around. Put this on up here. Like that. And I found this thread and it fluoresces. It fluoresces. Might put it on this. Oh, I need to glue that down. I might put it on the orange card. Like that. I'm just crafting with some thread. Like that. So all I want to do is glue that one down right there. And then trim. If it's going to stay. Have to let it dry. Okay. So that made a little bit of interest. Now on the rest of this one, let's see. I've got some orange. I can use some of this. I'm just using what's on my desk. So we'll just put some of this down. Like that. And just see what else I can put on this. Trim that off. And all of this is garbage. Over here. That's a DoorDash card. I could use that in my index card too. So I threw my trash on this, and it was wet. So let's see if I can get the trash off of it. I can do it. I can do it. There we go. There we go. So, there. That helps. Let's lay this somewhere else to dry. I've still got garbage up here on the desk. I guess it was on the bottom of the page. Now, let's see. What else do I need on this card? Don't want that. There's some paint. Clean up. Finding it everywhere. Okay. So let's get one of my drawers out over here and see what we can find in this drawer. This is my bling drawer. And we could put some of that on there. That would brighten it up. Put that on the edge. We've got blue. We've got gold. Let's do gold. Let's do more gold. Let's see. I think I can break this off or cut it off. This will be easier to cut. Let's cut it off here. Like that. And we'll glue that down there. We're just making it up. I'm just adding on. So let's cut these off. And then I'll turn my hot glue gun on. I still haven't found my other hot glue gun. It's missing. It's MIA. I think I carried it into the kitchen. Gotta go in there and look for it. I set it down somewhere in the house. So let me get this warmed up in a second. It'll warm up here. And put a few things away while I'm at it. I still got the other Happy Mail to open. I'll open it next. So let me cut off 3 more of these. Like that. And then we'll put this here. Good. So this is lovely. Just lovely, I say. We're going to use it. This is my bling drawer. Good. Use up some of this stuff. See if this is warming up yet. Not yet. So here's my straw and my X-Acto knife. So as soon as I get done with these two cards, I'll be ready to do some beads. So this goes back in the bling box too. Okay. Angie's crafting. Hi, Angie. So, let's get this down. Put some glue each down, and then we'll put this down. All great things. I love it. There we go. It's different. It's different. I like this one better. So let's see, what did I do with the chicken book? It's up here somewhere. And we can put these away. We can put the chicken in the chicken book, in the bird book. Oh, this is the bird book. We want the chicken book. It's the wrong bird. The chickens get a book of their own. They're privileged. That's right, Cheryl. It'll have to grow on me. It'll have to grow on me. So, yeah, I'm just going to put it right there. Put it right there. It looks good. So I've got chickens in here and some other pictures. Let's see, the chickens are... This is not the chicken book. Sorry. I misplaced the chicken book. This is just a glue book. Oh well, it's in the glue book. What did I do with the chicken book? It has chicken on it. Oh well, that's Beth. That's Beth. That's all Beth. So now let's open up this Happy Mail. Sorry. Now she said to be careful opening this. So I'm glad that they didn't put this through customs. They would have pulled it out of customs because of the foil. They would have thought there was dope in here. Do y'all ever watch the customs channel where they film it when they go through customs and they find all kinds of illegal stuff in their in their luggage and stuff? What do they think? They think they could just take it across and not go through customs? I don't know these people, but this one's got all kinds of little goodies in it. See? And I've got enough. I got a room in my book to do another Valentine page. There's a love and a hearts and a cupid and some conversation hearts there. in that one. And then there's a card for someone special. You have a very happy Valentine's Day. You're a special part of my life now, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Lori Hollister. What do you call somebody who's kind and fun to be around and always makes you smile? Well, thank you very much. I'm glad I make you smile. I try. I try to be good, and I cater to everybody. And there's some more goodies. So I have two things of goodies here that I can do another page with. We can make some hearts out of this too. Let's make some more hearts. There we go. We've got two more hearts and a card. We got plenty to make a new Valentine page. We can continue to be Valentines. So let me get my book. Because right here is a Valentine's page. Here's two more Valentine pages. And I'm just going to go back until I find an empty page. This one could use some more things, but I'll get a blank page. This is a Valentine's page. This was a Happy Meal page. This is our 3-pocket ACT trade. Does anybody need their names for your 3-pocket ACT trade? Let me know. And I've got some more pages back here. And we can put it here. I've been going back and putting napkins on these blank pages. But I'm going to put this one right there. And I'm going to put this right there. And this right there. And I got two white ones. Can I put them on top of the silver? I think I can. Perfect fit. And then I've got all these little goodies. I could make two more hearts if I need to. If I need to, I can go ahead and make two more hearts. And we can put those back here on that page that needed more. It had cards on there. My pages are so full. They're full, I tell you. I'll put those over here. Just for fun. And let's see if we can do a little that.
What's that smell?
I don't know.
It's a
Cleaner.
what kind of cleaner? It's got to be
Bathroom.
orange cleaner.
Yeah, it's something. All right, so here we're going to make this page.
Hey, is that chickens tonight?
And then we're going to glue this down on there. I don't know what she's crying about,
Food.
Abby.
What's wrong, baby? I've been outside with chainsaw.
I know you have.
I quit.
I'm glad because she's been barking every time you walk by. So we're putting that one there.
Maybe they want me to make them something to eat.
Well, that's true. I fed them a little bit. I have already fed them a little bit.
Yeah.
And that one there. We're making a page.
Making a page. Making a
Valentine page.
very.
It's Valentine's all
all
month.
That's an important chicken. That is a nice outfit she's got on.
Yeah. She's wearing a dress.
She's got a.
It's a napkin. So then I'm going to put these down. Little fun things. Got this one. It's got a dot on the back. Woohoo! We're going to put that one there. And we're going to put this one right there. Can y'all see? No. Put that one down there.
Well.
And we got this heart. We could put it right there. We can put this one over there. We got some lips. We can do that like that. Got that one. We got a love. It's a bubble sticker. It's got confetti inside. It's a shaker bubble.
It's a shaker bubble.
Shake your bubble.
Shake the little. Well, hello. How are you doing, ma'am? Will you climb up here with me? Come on. Come on.
So there's that. And then we've got some conversational hearts. So cute. So cute. It says too cute, love, cutie pie, and XOXO. So we're just going to glue them down around and about. Scattered. They're going to be scattered.
Ooh.
Like that. Oh, there's another one. So sweet.
So sweet.
So sweet.
So sweet. I smell your feet.
Okay. So we put today's date on it, even though it's just a couple of days late. It's still Valentine's month, and I got it last week. It's been in the car. So there. So thank you so much, Lori. That's a pretty page. I should take a picture of it. Wonder what I did with my phone. There it is.
Let's go see there. Come on.
So there's that. And have I done anything else in here today? I've got the trade. If anybody needs anything on the trade, everybody should be good. I didn't see any. Stop. Brenda said she's fine. He'll be okay, but it's going to take time. Oh, goodness. He got hurt at work. Oh, dear. Sorry, Brenda. show how to make the paper clip. Yes, Margaret, I'll be glad to do that. So the next, this month is the 3 pocket ACT trade. It's in progress, it's closed, and everybody should be getting yours out in the mail. The deadline is the 15th. If you cannot get them out by the 15th, you need to report to me so I can let them know. It's not fair. Everybody should have theirs in the mail by the 15th. And there's a few people that are just having a hard time getting them out. And I'm going to gripe. I'm going to gripe at everybody because you need to get them out on time. We have a wonderful trading group, and I want to keep it wonderful. So everybody's got to be on board. Okay. So the pocket trade. Wonder what I did with it. It was right here. It was right here a minute ago. Um, the For April, we're going to do hidden paper clips, and I'll show them. I'm just going to do a real quickie. You can watch the video last Thursday. I showed it. I made these online. So they're really easy. Okay, so all you need is a piece of paper. Let's see. We got some more paper over here. Uh, I'll get another piece of paper down. Okay. If you use single-sided paper or double-sided paper, it doesn't really matter. But if you use single-sided paper, then you're going to have to double it by folding it over. Okay? Fold it over in half so that it becomes double-sided. Okay? And then you're going to take... I don't know how I can use the birds. I don't think I can use the birds. You're going to measure your envelope. I'm sorry. We're making paper clips. Sorry, I was making the pocket again. We're making paper clips. So this is cute. This will be fine. I'm sorry. I got confused. Oh my gosh. Guys, can you believe it? I got confused. Imagine that. So you need a strip, a piece of paper, and I'm going to try to use these birds so that the bird's on the front. So I want my fold. I'm going to fold this one special because I want the birds to show on the front of my card. So you have a piece of paper and you fold it into 4 pieces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you fold it in half, and then you fold these down, and you've got 4 squares, right? It doesn't matter of the size. It can be any size. So then you take your paper clip. Oh, I think I've got one right here. You take your paper clip, and you're going to put your paper clip in the center fold, on the center fold. And you want it to be where your, you got to put it on there so that it can be used, so that you can use it as a paper clip. So it's got to go on upside down, right? Oh, Beth, I'm so confused. Maybe I better wait and do this next month. We haven't finished with March, okay? We haven't gotten to March. So I think I'm jumping the gun. So anyway, you can get that far with your paper clips. You can Google it. You can do anything you want, but I'll do them next month. It's just too soon for me to do paper clips right now. I'm not doing it right. There's something I'm not doing right. So I'm just going to quit while I'm ahead. Sometimes I have to do that. Uh, it's just a Bethy. It's just me. So I'm going to put these away because they're finished. So I'm happy to say we got 2 cards done. And look at all the cards we got. And I'll do a flip through next month. I'll wait till this month is over. And I'll do a flip through for you. Let me find the lid to my glue. I've lost the lid to my glue. It's probably on the floor. Okay, now we're going to do beads. I got beads on my mind, and I want to do them. So let me find the lid to that. Put some of these away. I used water. I used alcohol. And I don't think I have room in my cabinet for it to go up there. So this goes back into the other room. Clean up. So let's see if I can find that lid. It's got to be down here. Let's see it. Okay, it's on the loose. On the loose. So I bought some new hardware for my bead project, and so okay. All right. Now let's get back on schedule here. Almost on schedule. Okay, I can't find it. Let's turn the hot glue gun off. And all right, here's our project. What we did the other day. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So here's what we're making. It's a picture frame, and here's all the beads that I'm hanging on it. So I probably have, I thought maybe I might have had maybe 1/8 of it done. And not quite a 1/4. I would say maybe an 1/8 or maybe even a 1/6. 1/6. So here's what I've got made up from last week. I've got I think I've got 6 made up. And I got some new jump rings to put them on with. So that's good. And then I'm going to take some of these and put them over here in this compartment. Alrighty. This little thing's got a sticker on it and it's in the way. Okay, I'm going to put some of these in there. Everybody gets a little bit. So there. I don't know, they snap. Okay. There. They're snapped now. Okay. So I need my pliers. And we can put these on. And then we can make some new ones. Because I've got the wires to do them with. The headbands. These are like for earrings and other pieces of jewelry. And I like this size better than anything else we had. Walmart. And somebody was asking about the picture frame that I'm using. Um, the picture frame that I got from the secondhand store. I didn't need the glass and everything. I just needed the picture frame. And then Joe took the chicken wire and got it from the hardware store. And he got enough to put on the frame. And on the back of it, he stapled it down with the staple gun. And then he took this 2-inch uh, trim. It's a trim piece. And he put it on top of the wire to hide the wire on the back of the frame. And so he will put me some kind of a ring, a couple of places of rings for a piece of wire, either probably right here, and then put the wire middle up here to hang up. And I can hang it on the wall or in the window of my choice. I can't decide if it's going into the dining room or the porch. So right now my porch is a mess. It needs cleaned up, and there's some major uh, work that needs to be done out there on the porch. So right now it's going to end up going into my dining room, and it will match my curtains to a T. So that's how the frame was made. And it was just Joe just did it for me. There was no directions for it. No directions. So I'm going to get my pliers. This pair and this pair. I need that other pair. I think I've got another pair. There we go. I need this pair. So I take my rings and I grab a hold of it on one side, and then I'm going to twist it open with my needle nose pliers, and I turn it open, and then I take my charm and put it on the jump ring. I don't know if you can see me. And then I put this on the picture frame. And then I squeeze it together so that it closes. Just like that. There's one. And I'm getting better at it. Last week it was taking me a while to figure out what I was doing. And now that I know what I'm doing, kinda know what I'm doing, I can go a little faster. And these jump rings are better than the ones I had last week. The other ones worked, they're fine, but they were thicker, and they were a little bit difficult to work with because they were thicker. So there's that one. And I'm having a hard time seeing it. But there's that one. So, how's everybody doing in the chat room? Everybody okay? All right, so I'm just going to continue to do this for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get our doodles out. We're going to do doodle. Two more. Three more. All right. Now we're cooking. Get these little puppies on there. I know it takes time to do it, but it's going to be so cute when it's done. It's going to be cute. I love it. I just love it. Let's see where this one's going to go. So let's put this one over here. And let's try making it work. Okay, that's all I have made. So now I can show you how I make each one, each little charm. It's not hard at all to make them. It's just tedious work. Let's see, I don't think I need any of these. This one's got some beads in it. And then this one's got some beads and charms. I don't have very many charms on it yet, so I need to start doing some charms. Might be able to use this charm and just hang them. Got some cute little charms in there. I got handmade with love. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, there's a starfish. Definitely like that. and the turtles, the sea guys, and the butterfly. And let's try this. There's another starfish. That'll be good for this time. And let's see. I've got some. Oh, here's one that's made up. Here's one that's made up. They're tiny. And I want to put some of these over here. Like that. Okay, that was good for now. That one's good for now. So I have a piece of felt that I like to use for to keep things from rolling around. And I can get some of these out. Probably about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. See how many I can make tonight. And I'm going to use some big beads and some little beads. I like these beads. I'll use one of each. And these are pottery beads. I think I made these. This one. I think I made this one. I think I bought this one. They're pottery though. They're both pottery stone. And I'd like to use some of those barrels. I haven't used any of these barrels right here yet. So I can put them either on the bottom or on the top. So let's make a few of those. And I do like seed beads on the bottom. So I'll get 4 of those out. And then about 3 beads is all I need on it. And I don't think this will stay on the, no, it's too big. So I have to put a seed bead on the bottom so that the pin head, it's like a little pin head right there. Little pin head. And so I'll put a seed bead on first, and then I use my decorative beads any way I want, like that. And then I take my pliers, my needle nose pliers, my round ones. I'll take the round ones, and I'm going to make a circle at the end. So I don't need all of that. So I'm going to clip some of this off from experience, about half, and then I'm going to make a curl on the bottom. And these are round nosed pliers. They're round, and you just make a circle and keep going around until it touches the inside. So I go around until it touches, and there's my loop that will go onto that's it. That's all you got to do. Onto the picture frame. So I'm going to do that real quick with all of these. And I think this one is a real turquoise. Got real jewelry on here. And I'm going to cut about half of that off because I don't need it all for a little loop. And these things will fly. So I try to hold it down over something so it doesn't fly off into the room. Or especially if in your face if you don't have glasses on. So there I've got the loop, and that's that's what's going to dangle. So they look cute. Cute, cute, cute. So I've got 4 of these in line to go. And this one's kind of little, so I can add another bead on, a small bead on top to match the bottom. I can add 2 beads. And these are like little shiny seed beads. They've got some kind of a silvery paint on them. And I just need about that much. And I make a little curl with it. Curl around. There it is. And I've got one more. So let's get a couple more of these. And put this on. You can change it up a little bit, how you want it to, how the beads don't have to be in the exact order. You can put 2 on the bottom, to give it a little point, and it looks cute. And we'll just trim just a little bit, leaving me about 1 inch to curl. Just like that. Okay. So then I'm going to need 6 more jump rings. Over here. And I can put these on the thing, and let's see if I got any over here that I can hang up. I've got some double rings over here, so I can hang that on. It's got an extra ring. There was another one. This one. Okay. I'll try hanging those 2 up. So I'm going to get my picture frame back over here, and I'm going to hang these up. There's 7, 8 things to hang on. And then after I get these on, it'll be 8 o'clock. So we can get back to the doodling, our doodles. How about that? Marty, Sherry, who else come in? Hi, I'm busy with the beads. Okay, Jennifer's got to go. All right. So let's get some of these beads on there. And I'm going to try a couple of these little charms. They have a extra jump ring up there, and I'm going to put one up here at the top, just the charm. Okay, now let's see here. There's one. There's another one. Got another charm. And this is another reason why I kind of want it uh, in the house because of the metal that I'm using, the hardware, what I call hardware, is it's like jewelry, and if it's outside, it's going to tarnish. And I just don't think I want to tarnish them. I mean, it might be something that you could put outside for a party or something, but I think I'm going to keep it on the inside. That's what I'm thinking. It's moving fast now. I don't know if you can see me doing anything. Oops, one's on the floor. I'm sure there'll be a few on the floor before I get done. All right. Going strong here. All right. Looking good. See if I can get it open. Let's see here. Let's just pick a spot. Now I've got one more made up, and this is about all I'm going to do for tonight. My back is starting to hurt, and so I'm going to quit this part. Okay, so I got some more on there. So I might have 1/4 of it done, maybe. So I'm just going to put these back in the box, and we'll use those next time, and we'll do some more. Every time, if I do a little bit every day, I'll get it. It'll get done. All right. So I'm going to put these up, and my tools. So there's that. Put those over there. Got plenty of jump rings now, and plenty of these. I'll be going through them though, I'll tell you. Those are called head pins, 2-inch head pins. So let's get our Zentangle book back out and work on this page. Been wanting to work on this page, and I didn't get to do it last time. We ran out of time, so we've got an hour to do some of this. So I did find my Zentangle book. It was right where I put it. I misplaced it. So we're going to um, go to where we left off. We did we made this bird last time. So I'm going to turn to page 20, and we've got 3 picture frames to fill, but we're going to do it on my page here. And it says it says snap a photo and paint your favorite one. Paint your photo and then attach it below. Then tangle your creature in the space provided. So in these 2 spaces, we're supposed to use some of the photo and doodle in it. I think it's what they're wanting you to do. Still need help getting silly? Select one or more characteristics from each of these below, and combine them to create the 4th tangle, the silly, in the space provided, or use these critters as inspiration for tangling your own silly creature. So I think I'm supposed to draw some kind of a photo. So let me look in a magazine to see if I can find something like this is an alligator. That's really what, that would be pretty cool for me to do that. But it's a little bit, there's photos over here. You know, I'm really good about doing the very first thing that I see. So I'm going to grab it. It's first thing I see. And it's all, I always go back to it. And I waste so much time doing things. So we're going to use this as our photo. Okay. And I'm going to put it in the book because that's where I'm going to, I'll do a little bit here and then we'll do it on the page below. So I'm going to, I've got to find the lid to my glue stick. I can't find it. I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't find it. Okay. So here's what I think, what my interpretation is. And I'm going to attempt to draw these flowers, and they're not going to be exact. They're just going to be sort of. It's going to represent. And then inside each one of these is some lines. Wiggly lines. And then there's some little flowers back here. Okay. Got some flowers there. I'm not going to draw all of them. Just going to maybe draw the main ones. Then there's a one that looks like a pine limb, pine tree. And a couple of these. Okay. And then another one that has spikes. And that's another leaf up there. And another spike over here. And then we've got some other leaves. Okay. I did that part. And then the rest of the fly this has there's a hand with a wine glass, and then there's an alligator. I think it has to do with New Orleans. Uh, but I'm just going to leave the flowers right now, and then um, I maybe add some of these characteristics. I drew what I saw, but I'm going to draw, maybe I'll draw it bigger, the same thing, bigger over here. And then instead of putting in the details, I'll put the doodles in, and I'll do it on the same page. Okay. I don't know. I'm just making it up. And I'm not going to put any lines, but I'm going to do these doodles. And some of these doodles look like what I've already done on those sample pages when I did the borders and the other doodles that I did. So I'm just going to pick one. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to take this one, and it's a big circle with a solid circle in the middle. I'm trying to do what they say. And then there's polka dots in between. So, um, thank you, Marty. Uh, Everybody's talking and carrying on. That's okay. Talk away. So, anyway, I'm going to continue with the doodlings. I'm pretty much finished with the black lights, unless somebody has a request. I'm kind of done with the black light stuff. Uh, the marble paper, I think, was the last project that I had. So here's this one. So this looks like a smiley on the page, but it's an ink mark. I'll fix it. Okay. And some more over here. And right here. Okay. So there's my doodle. There's the flower and there's the doodle. Is that a good example? So I'm going to go ahead and start doing this in on this page and see if I can do a flower, uh, a doodle. Sometimes these flowers, they don't turn out the way I want them to, and it's hard to do them upside down. Just saying. So I'm going to do the same doodle that I did in the book on here. And so, yeah, we are doodling And this pen that I'm using is the Micron plastic nib. It's a plastic nib pen, and it's doing great tonight. I've got so many pens. Sometimes I have a hard time finding one that'll work on watercolor because it does have a tooth to it. It does. Okay. Okay. There. Now I just need to put some more dots separately in here. Some little polka dots. Okay. And this is the zentangle part to me is when you do more than one doodle on your in your space. That's what I'm calling it. Doodling all over. It's more doodling. And so I can continue to doodle if I wanted to around this flower and pick another doodle. Let's see if we can find another doodle in. Uh, well, we can use these doodles. I like some of these in here. There's some doodles in here. We've got stripes and we've got more dots, and then we've got uh, lines. Um, let's. I'm gonna draw a line down here. And remember the ones that we did that had these on it all the way up. And there's another one that I've seen Becca use and Dana use, and it's like a figure eight. And I'll show you what it kind of looks like in a minute here. But a figure eight is like you have a line and you do an eight, figure eight, and they're little round leaves. Looks like a little bow or something. But it's just another little doodle. But I don't do it very often. And then this one has a dot in the leaves when we did it the other day. And let's see what if they did it over here. I don't see anything else that I know. There's another addition to this that we can do. Um, I'm going to move it down a little bit so that you all can see me. Oh, great. Thank you, Marty. I'm glad. I'm glad. What was I going to show? Oh, I'll do it next month, Margaret. I got frustrated tonight. I was going to do it tonight, and I kind of got frustrated. But we've got to finish this month's trade first, and but we are going to do the hidden paper clips. I've got it. I've got a sample. I did. If you want to see the video Thursday night, I did make these Thursday night, and you can see these hidden paper clips. I think I was just trying to put too much in the string tonight. I needed to. I was I wanted to get all that black light done up within an hour, and I did. I got it all done, and I think I'm done with the black light unless I have an encore. Somebody wants to see something else specifically that I can try to do. But we had fun for a whole week with the black light, and I was really happy with we made the index cards with them. I made a few tags, and then we made a few pages in here, and then I made the marble paper also earlier tonight, and uh, and that's pretty cool. That is really cool. And another thing I want to do, this is still damp, but I've got some more paper that I've done marbling on, and I've got the jelly print papers. I'd like to doodle on on these papers with either a black pen or a white pen. And I have new pens to try, and I've got some Posca pens. Okay, Angie. Good night, honey. So anyway, these doodles, I've been doing them all week out of this book, and I got my book used. It was in good condition, and I got it for $5. So you can get this online, and I think Teresa tried to get hers, and she paid for it, and then they were out of it. So she gets to pick another book, but there might be another Zentangle book, and I do have that other one that I like really well too. Um, let's see what I've done with it. It's right here. It's not real. It's not a book as much as it is a pamphlet. It's got 20 pages. It's only 20 pages long, and we're on page 20 in this book. But this is an exercise book, and we're working it. We're working it. But in this particular book, it's called Zentangle 4. So I'm assuming there's more. There's 1, 2, and 3. But I got this one, and I paid $5 for it. But it's got 40 tangle designs. And that's really what I want. I just want, I want to see what we can do that's different than what I'm used to doing, and that's what I want to grow with. And then this one has a few places in it where it takes steps to get to this finished step. You got 4 steps to get to it, and this one as well. And so this is a good one to do, to use, to have. You see how they did a square, and they did 4 points, and then they did lines, and then they did some abstract lines, and then they made a leaf. So um, it's it's so this little book is a nice book. I like this book. It's got a lot of ideas in it. And then here in the back, there's more. There's 40 different ones, and here they all are. And you can find step by step creations of it in the book, in the front of the book. But this is a quick look at them. And yeah, they can. Hi, Linda. They do. They can make you dizzy. So what I'm going to do down here is I'm going to make little antlers or little stems with a ball on the end of it, like a sprout of some sort or a berry. And I don't have to do it around every single one, but I think it would be cute to put these on, and then down in these other spaces, I'm gonna go back with little circles and fill in the gaps uh, of some of them. I don't have to fill in all of them. Sporadic, uh, two or three, and then I might put four or five. Make them all different amount. But these little circles are good fillers. And if you've got some space, like right here on this flower and right here on this flower, you see these two spaces? Well, I can fill that in with these little circles. That is entangling to me. So I've got this space over here, and it's really something from the background. Just little peas. That's all they are. And then you can have a few that are like pollen or something. So that's good to know. And I can do it over here on these too. And I don't have to do the same amount on each one. Might even skip a couple. And just go different directions with them. And some are going up, and some are going down, and some are going around. So you can see how sporadic they are. So I'm going to continue to do these little circles for a little bit here. And they're just out here in little clumps. They're like little bubbles underneath the ocean or something. And they could be different sizes. So I can do some bigger ones out here. But you can see how it's growing by everything that I do. So, okay. And then you can do shapes. You can do hearts. You could do a chain of hearts. You can stamp them. You can stamp with a rubber stamp and do a whole row of whatever you've got on your desk. I can do a whole row of these. I can use punch outs, and I could use stickers. And Jassie's laughing. Jassie's got the giggles. So So anyway, I've been doodling, and I'm going to continue to doodle some more. And I think I'm going to go back and find some of the doodles that we did last week instead of moving on to the next page. And I need to put one of these guys on my page. And then we'll start with this page next week. And it's very similar to what I'm doing now, but I want to go back and catch some of the doodles, like the borders, and do some of those. And I'd like to do some of those. I love this one. I think this one, it turned out to be super cute. And I used a little bit of black light paint in it today. And I like all of those that I've done. And we can do these. I haven't done these yet. We missed that one. And then we got all of these boxes to do again. We can do these again. So I'm going to go with this one first, and I'm going to do this. It's like a row of lollipops or a row of trees. It's a row of something, and then you start off with a line. And I'm going to put my line right here. I'm going to make it this long, and I'm going to start off. I think I've done these somewhere. I think I've done them somewhere else on a page, but I'm going to put them on here, and I'm going to start making my sticks. So this will be the first, the tall one, and then there's a middle one, and a low one, and a tall one, and a middle one, and a low one, and then I'll go back and fill underneath them. There's two stalks, double stalks, and then there's a circle in the middle, so I can do a set at a time. And then the other ones are just stalks, and there's two stalks, an outside line and an inside line, I guess you could say, or a right and a left. And then there's a lollipop on top, or a circle, and it's a row of them. And these stalks, they do have a little bit of character. They kind of like bow in and bow out. I can add that, making them look like trees or something. And of course, you could do it bigger. Like that. So really, there's like 3 different kinds right there. So let's do it. Let's do a gigantic size. So down here, I'm going to do a big circle and a little circle and a stalk. And I'm going to go all the way down. And then I'm going to do one this size, with a stalk. And then one this size. So that's this one over here. And then I'm going to go back up to the top with this layer and do a big one, a medium one, and then I run out of paper. So I can see me doing these little leaves like this in between all of this. And then I've got this little stamp. This is not a doodle, but it's a stamp. And if I want to use it, I don't see any reason why you couldn't. It's not against the law. It's mixed media, right? And you see how the watercolor in the background, it makes everything pop up. Isn't that cool? So I've got these little dragonflies here that I'm using, and I'm going to fill in this space. I'm filling the space in. Ta-da! So I filled that space in. That's just part of my page. Then you can take an ink pen. Take an ink pen. I've got all kinds of jelly pens. Some of them work and some of them don't. But you can go in here and color some more with your gel pens. Now, I could have done this with a black pen as well. I could have, but I like colorful things. Now, some of the girls that doodle zentangle all the time, they like to do it all in black and white, just black and white. And I understand. It's just this time I'm using color because I've got color on the page anyway. So my pen quit working. So let's try another pen. I can't seem to keep my pens to continue to go to work. But I liked it when it did work. But this is like doing those neurological puzzles. It, it's it's relaxing. Oh, you've been doing your 365? What number did you do tonight? So I'm using all kinds of colors. These are gel pens, and they fill in the area very nice. So I like that. How we doing on time? Good. Okay. And I can even go in and do some little doodles on these little guys. And these gel pens, um, you can do it right over top of the black ink, and it doesn't. You can still see what's underneath. They're iridescent. You can see through them. So I did those, and I can do a few of these. like that. And I need to have a tissue down because I'm getting it on my hands and I'm smearing it onto the book because the gel pens take a while to dry. Okay, so there's that much. And I've got my hand smeared over here. That's okay. And I can do the same thing. Um, I can continue to color in some of these, um, I don't know what they're called, air bubbles or little pearls. These little pearls, I can color them in. So there we go. Just random. Alrighty. Now, what's next? What can I do next? Uh, so I'm really liking this. And so one of the things I need to do is come in on my day off and do some more. I don't like just um, sitting here. I feel like I'm boring you guys. But look at what we did from when we started. And let's see what else can I do. I got some other markers in here. Let's see if I can get any of these to work. I can color my hearts in. How's that? That looks good. So you can use all your pens and markers and pencils. You can use everything that you have. Or you can just use a black and white pen. And I think maybe this might be a good project to do for the entire, like for the month. I can do one for each month. Like in March, what we got is St. Patty's Day in March. Maybe we can do something for Oh, that would be cute to do a clover, and we can doodle in the clover, 4-leaf clover. That would be good. Let's do that. I'm always wanting to do something new. Never a dull moment in my room. So, what else can I do? I could color in some of these. Okay. We did a few of these. This is a different shade of pink. Okay. What else have we got over here? I think these are paint sticks. These are too big to, they don't have a point to them. So I don't want to use that. These need to go in another case. And now I've got some other markers over here. This is a red one. Ooh, the lid was not on it. I think it's dried out. I don't think I'll be able to use it. The lid wasn't snapped. Oops. Oopsie daisy. And these are paint sticks. All right. I've got a special place for that. That makes my pencil can easier to get into. And I've got some over here too. Give me the paint sticks. Guess I had a bunch of them out. All right, there's another pen. Let's see what we can do. And see, with these circles, you can do a design like this. I think it's so cute on these lollipop circles, flowers. They're like lollipops. So what you can do is you can divide them up and do them even, or you can just wing it. Just wing it. So yeah, there we go. We can do all of these. And then you can still color some of them in just a few triangles, not all of them. I'll show you. I'll show you what it is. Take another, not these. Take another marker. I think I've got some. I forgot about these markers. These are glitter markers, and there's a fine tip and a brush pen at the end. So look, here's what I was going to do. Take and put one. Oh, these are going to be pretty because they're glittery. Random little pie shapes. Little pinwheels over here. So there's a blue one. This one is like a silver. That's a brush, and then there's a pointy one. See what it does. I don't know that it does anything. It might look good on the dragonfly. So there's that one. And what did I do with the blue in here? We've got orange and green and red. We got a whole can of these. So let's just use some of these. Okay. The yellow didn't show up a whole lot on this because of the paint underneath. But we'll try the green one. Okay, the green one looks good. Okay. That looks pretty good. There's green. The blue one turned out pretty too, so I can do the blue. The blue on the blue. It's a little dark. That's okay. Let's try the orange one. There's the collar on the inside. Well, that's not good. Okay. We'll give it that. We're working hard tonight. Let's try pink or red. The red isn't, it's iridescent. That's okay. Okay, let's try that. And all right, doing good. This is good. Now this is another pink. It's a light pink, and it might work on the rest of the circles, the leftover parts. And I don't see any more. So, and we're doing good with these. It takes a little time, but working out fine. And I think we can finish up these pinwheels, maybe. So that's those. Let's try the purple. Let's use the purple. And we'll fill in the purple ones on all of our little circles, our baby peas. They're like little peas. Peas in a pod. Like that. Not doing very good with my hand. Okay. So there is some doodling we did. We really did. We doodled. Add some more. Okay. Now, these are really nice markers. They're called glitter markers. And I like using them. They're very nice. So let's look at what we've got. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to quit. I had a great night. I'm going to put these markers up too because I know where they belong if I have them. Are they up here? Yep. I've got several sets of markers, and these are really cool. These are ink pens, slip pens, paint sticks, and I like them. So let's get these back in their tray. I've got a couple of trays to be filled up here. Let's see if I got enough to fill them up. I do. Just like that. I had them out. I used them, and I didn't get them put back. But that's fine. But these are really nice. These are king art. And I think they're popular in Marshalls, at Marshalls, if you shop at Marshalls. So I could put that up somehow. Like that. Okie dokie. So let's go over what we've done tonight. We've had a great night. And so this is my doodle page. I will post it. And I'll go ahead and post the exercise page that we kind of did. I didn't color it in, but I doodled it. How did that happen? How do I do that? There it goes. So I'm going to post. I thought that was really considering, and I just off the fly. I thought I did okay. I'm thinking that was a grand exercise, and we will continue to go do this book, and the next time we will draw one of these guys right here, and then we can turn the page and we can do this exercise. Now, this is supposed to be right here, but we could do it on here. I can do it up here in this corner. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I like that. So then we did. Did I take a picture of our pages that we made? Oops, this one came off. A little bit of I gotta find the lid to this. I go came off there. Okay, so we kind of did. We'll do Laura's page. And if anybody needs their names for the 3-pocket ACT trade, it is closed. And I have given out names. If anybody still wants to play, I will work with you. I will work with you to let you play after I get off here. So if anybody else wants to play and get in on the late stream, you're invited to message me, and I'll find you a partner. So this was Lori's Hollister, and then we did marble paper, which I love. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, love it. That's black light too. It's bright, bright, bright. So I got four sheets of this. We can doodle on these as well. So, and then I have some other papers that I did before in the past. I've done some doodling on. This was something that I did on the jelly plate, a chicken. This is just stamping circles. This was a stencil, and then I doodled on top of it after I pulled it off the jelly plate. This was the jelly plate. I can doodle inside the chickens. So we have lots of doodles to do for the this month and next month and the next month, 3 or 4 months. We're going to be doing doodlings for a little while, and I want to start working on these. I've got all these painting papers and things that I've done on the jelly print, but I have nothing. I've done nothing else to them, and I need to use these papers or find a project for them. So we'll get to these roosters. I did this like last year. And here's another one that I did on the jelly plate, and then I doodled afterwards. And I was trying to doodle, but I think I can add some more to this and really, um, I can really spice this up with the book that I have. And this one's kind of busy. This one I didn't do too bad on. This was I've used part of it, but I jelly printed this page, and it didn't have hardly enough on it. So then I stamped on it with the black. I stamped on it with paint, and then I did the circles and made buttons, and then in the ovals, and then I've got these squares, and they're just random marks, and I did random dot stitcheries and dots and things like that around them. So I was getting pretty good, but I can still do more on this. I could doodle in all of these circles, and I can probably add a few more doodles to that. This was a doily that I rolled off on, or I did it on the jelly plate, and then I doodled on it. Here's some more of my other doodle. This is pre-zentangle. Yeah, I can make them pop. And this definitely needs white pen. White pen. And I think I can do it. And then we can cut them up and use them for ACTs or tags. We're going to be doing tags a week from tomorrow. So, but anyway, these are some of my jelly plate pictures, and I need to do some more. We can make more, of course, but I need to use all of these. I was into this rooster. This was a metal rooster from the Dollar Tree when it was a real dollar. The real dollar. And this was a crocheted washcloth that I used as a prop. So, Teresa, I'll talk to you afterwards, okay? Okay, sweetie. Um, so anyway, we did that, and we did. There's more, but I ran out of time. But we also did this on the board, and this is just not one of my favorites. And then I did of course, we did the index cards, and then I did some of these. And let's see if the tissue stuck to them. Of course it did. Of course, of course. So I did these and pull ups off of the paint, and I will use these for some tags or punch outs or something. I'll use them for decorations or something. So anyway, that's all tonight, guys. That's all I can do. So thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. And I will see you all in the chat room. I will not be on in the morning, so I get to sleep in. And that's all. So good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.